This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and welcome to my desk. It is Thursday morning. I have some things I want to do. I'm going to dry some limes in the same way that I'm drying my lemon and orange slices. I do have 3 oranges over here. I might slice one of those. One I'm going to draw a design on, and we'll see where I get after that. I think I want to work in my page-to-page journal, and I'm working on designing some stamps to make ATCs for the fall and Halloween swap. So welcome in. Hi, is that Linda? Welcome in, welcome in. Let me get to my channel over here so that I can see folks coming in. Let's see. Live. Yeah, it's Linda. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Linda.
Yeah, it's Linda. Welcome in, welcome in.
I did see your ATCs, Linda, and they are beautiful. You did an excellent job on your ATCs. Let's go to all, chat filter, all messages. Welcome in. Let's straighten out my screen a little. I did buy some new knives to slice, hopefully slice the slices better. Hi, Arlene. Welcome in. How are you doing, ladies? Welcome in. Let's see how these knives work. They're Cuisinart knives, so hopefully, oh, they're really in here too. I guess they don't want anybody to cut themselves. Well, let's go for, do I want the serrated one? I think I'm going to try the serrated one. And we'll save this other one to test with later. Of course, it's not going to. Hi, Jen. I learned that Disney is Jen. Welcome in, Jen. You're up early in the morning. All right. We're going to cut some lime slices, and I think I'll try cutting them different directions, some vertical and some horizontal. I did not wash these, but I didn't want to get them wet either, so we're just going to cut these. I'm cutting them, trying to cut them about a 1/4 inch. This one might be a little bit bigger than a 1/4. That smells good. It smells like lime. I'm putting them over here on my cookie rack. This is the little one. I learned that the little ones dry the fastest. Let's go the other way now. So this one I am cutting horizontally. The next one I'll cut vertically. Ooh, that's pretty thin, Mary. Makes a lot of slices. This is kind of one of my fall or autumn projects. I think I'll just cut one more slice here. These will be kind of thick, but can't get a hold of the thing. So this line made 8, 10 fairly large slices and 2 little ones, cutting horizontally. This is a smaller one. Let's cut, I think this is a nice one to cut horizontally or vertically. Well, it's on my finger. See, I think I'll cut the ends off first. Now this one I'm going to slice this way. So yesterday was a yard work day. Our neighbor did come over and mow for us. And he said, Mary, do you want to bag these? Kind of hoping that maybe I'd say no. And I said, yeah, I want them because I did order my raised bed. It comes Saturday. And I said, I want them for my raised bed. And I could tell he wasn't in the mood to bag them for me. But he did it. And then at the end of the day, when he come to say goodbye, he said, next time let's mulch. And I want to save the leaf clippings for my raised bed. And so I'm going, well, how do I get over this one? But I was looking on Amazon, and they have what they call lawn sweepers or yard sweepers that you can use to... Now, when I see what I did on these, I cut the ends off, so the rinds I'm not going to have lines on the two sides. So that might be an interesting, I don't think I'll cut very many vertically, because I want lines on all the sides. But if it doesn't do what I want it to do, I can always put it in a potpourri, or even put it in a pot on the stove. And I think that's what's going to happen with my orange slices that I cut the other day. They were all uneven. So I'm not sure about cutting these vertically. I tried one, that's enough for an experiment. This whole tray is going to be lime slices. Let's cut the rest of them horizontally. That one's kind of thick. I'm getting more slices out of here than I imagined. Yeah. Well, I guess that just evened it off. It's kind of hard to... hold on to these little guys. Let's even this off, if I can. Ouchie. It didn't cut, it just bumped it. That wasn't a very smart thing to do, Mary. So here I'm going to try it again. No, he's not going to work that way. Oh, I guess I'll leave him thick, because I don't want to kill my hand. I don't want to kill my hand in front of you guys. I'll just throw that little guy away. I got two more. Oh, I guess I did cut it a little. Is that cut? No, that's just the crease. It hit it right here. It's okay. I'm okay. I wouldn't say my knife skills are the best. I don't do a lot of slicing. Once I get it started and get it going in there. Now, I need it to go the other way. I think I have room for the last one. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe the last one I'll use. Out in the kitchen. So, that's all I'm going to do there. I'm going to take these out in the kitchen. Here they are. Whoops. And I'll put them on the counter to let them dry. Oh, I have a whole lot of space over here. There we go. I'll put these behind me. No. Carefully, I'm trying not to spill them. There we go. And this one I'll take out in the kitchen. Put it with my oranges. I brought my oranges in here. I'm not gonna... Well, I thought I would draw a design on one of them. See if I can undo this. And I think the design will just be a diamond shape. And I'm going to poke clothes in it, but I don't think I'll poke clothes in it today. And I'm going to take my knife out in the kitchen and wash it. Chair. Let's get some hand sanitizer. I'll tell you, craft lunches do like to happen, don't they? ones are still sticky. All right, so I thought that I'd take a marker and draw a design. Let's find a good marker. Maybe this one. Yeah. Well, I didn't break my skin, but boy, I feel it in there. So all I'm going to do is draw some, well, I think I'll leave room for a ribbon. So I'm going to draw some horizontal lines here to leave room for a ribbon, maybe 4 of them. Oops, gotta. There we go. Now, what I want to do is make some diamond shapes in here, and I'll put studs in there, little clothes. And I want to leave more of the orange showing than on my other one. I really loaded it down with cloves, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Now, I don't know if you guys can see. You might have to show you what I'm doing here. So all of these lines in here will be filled with cloves, and these larger ones going vertically will be ribbons. Must have some oil on it or something. And I want quite a bit of the orange showing in between the lines. And I'm not going to poke clothes in it this morning. I'm just drawing a design. Let's see, this is Thursday, I believe. I have to go get my car license today. I was going to go yesterday, but I was informed that the lawnmower guy was coming. It's just a neighbor. I was out mowing one day, and he walked up behind me and said, "Do you want me to help you? I'll do this for you." I said, "Yes." And he was getting tired yesterday. I could tell it. I told him, I said, it doesn't have to be done all in one day. He said, "Well, I'll take a break and come back later this afternoon. But I think I'm going to get one of those lawn sweepers. I think that I kind of asked Garney if they worked. And he wants to mulch it. I don't want to mulch it. I want the grass clippings for my raised bed. So I'll tell him that I got the lawn sweeper to pick up the leaves. This must have a little bit of wax on it. So there's places where it won't. Mark. So my plan is to tell him I got the lawn sweeper to pick up the leaves, but I want to try it on the grass. Don't mulch it. It's got a spot in there. These really aren't diamonds per se, they're just woven lines more or less. I kind of got away from the diamond shape that I was thinking of. Okay. Let's move on, Meri. Let's move on, Meri. This shouldn't take too long to do. I'll just set it here for now. Okay. Got some, this was holding my knives. These little things were holding my knives in the package. So now what did I say I was going to do? Paste a page and work on my ATCs. Let's do some paste a page. I found yesterday, let me pick up the scrap off the floor here. I found this book that I had started doing some fussy cutting in. And I think some of these pictures will work real good in my paste-a-page journal. Whatever I did with that. Notebook. Is this it? the thing. Hold on. Whew. It's here somewhere. This is it. Yes. Always turn to the back. Let's see if I can't adjust my camera a little. Let's look at chat. Let's look at chat. Chat filter. Chat filter. All messages. Hi, Dar. Good morning, lady. How are you doing? Jen is Disney Craft. She says she's drying the lime slices and making pomanders with the oranges. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Chaz. Welcome in. She's going to put cloves in the oranges. Jen says, what is Meri doing? I'm confused. I'm making pomanders. Pomanders are those little, they do them, nowadays they do them around the holidays. They give off those cloves poked into the oranges, give a nice scent. Reminds me of the scent you smell when you walk into a craft boutique or some gift shop, something like that. You always smell the spicy smell. No, I didn't cut myself. I bumped my thumb. Well, I might have nicked it a little there, but it's not bleeding. I'll give it a kiss. It's not a cut. It's just a little bump. Let's see. Hi, Chaz. Hi, Chaz. Bye, Angie. Oh, Angie can't stand the knives. Are we having cocktails? Linda says, Chaz, Arlene. They're saying good morning to each other. Arlene says, I only slice with a mandolin. Well, I can't quite handle, I think we have a mandolin out there, but those things scare me. One-handed slicing with a knife just isn't happening. Yeah, I get that, Arlene. Chaz says, hi, Fibs. Hi, Meri. Oh, hi, Tatey's Nan. Welcome in. My soil is red clay, but I've been amending it for years, so it's good soil now. Well, that's cool. There's Tatey's Nan. She says, is she having a margarita party? Nope, I'm going to see how those limes dry. I think the ones that I cut vertically, I'm going to have to use as potpourri or something because they don't have skin all the way around it. I learned what happened when I cut things vertically. I'm glad it was just a little a little lime and not an orange. There's Mina. Hi, Mina, if you're out there. She says, I have so much caliche in my yard. I have to use peat moss. Huh. There is Mina. Arlene says she uses coffee grounds to add to her soil. I'm going to put some coffee grounds around my rose bush. I've been saving them. Coffee grounds are supposed to help the rose bushes really fertilize them. Mina says, that makes sense, Arlene. Thank you. Is she acidifying her garden? I don't think it needs acid. It certainly doesn't need any more nitrogen. We got a lot of nitrogen from that mulch that we put down. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. Put a great big old pile down. Ah, that was a work. And so now what I'm doing, our sweet corn is done. It did not do very good this year. I want to pull the sweet corn and the rest of the cucumbers up. And my raised bed is coming Saturday, so I want to start on that. What is Meri doing with those limes? Printing? Well, that's a good idea, to print with them. There's Mina. Jen says, I'm going to go get some coffee. Meri, be careful with slicing. Angie says, hello all, I'm going back to bed. If she cuts herself, don't tell me. Angie says, oh my God, Meri, with a knife, I can't watch. I knew you guys would have some reservations about Meri and a knife. Let's go down to the bottom. Zoop. Dar says, hi, Mina. Hi, Jen. Hi, Teddy. Good morning. Mina says, good morning, Meri. Mina, it's been a while since I've seen you. It's good to see you. So this was a, I think it's a Time Life book. No, it's a Reader's Digest. And I started fussy cutting it, a couple years ago. Use it for a journal. And this is just a deal of some sort. No, oh no, this is I think I'm going to make this Afghan. It's, these are the directions, it's off of, Yarnspirations. I don't know, I think they called it the Ornament. Red Heart Retro Crochet Ornament Throw. And it's really pretty because it's in these diagonal ornament shapes. So I don't know. I'll have to review that. I do want to make an Afghan this year. These are some, I've had these for a while. When I first playing with stickers, I drew light bulbs on here on a sheet of paper. This is sticker paper, and these are stickers. I think I'll save these out for my Society of Idea Collector. Now we're getting into some, well, I started saving the text stuff. I'll probably, I want to save that. I'll probably, these can go in the paste to page. Probably cut some of the scrap up for paper making. So here we have this jumbo elephant. And then we have some movies here. The Man Who Set America Marching. I think that's John Philip Sousa. Some of these images are pretty cool. Look at this one. So I don't want to go through them all, but I want to pull some to use. Let's set. Do a little switcheroo here. I haven't finished fussy cutting these. What happens is that I get interested. Let's see, this is all about pilgrims. This is Christmas. Oh, Christmas tree. The Man Who Loved Santa Claus. And then we get into, I'm going, do I want The Man Who Loves Santa Claus or do I want these? And I really think I'll go for these. Here's a brain. All right, I think I have enough to actually work in my journal. I'll have to come back in. These I'm going to pull. I also want to work on my ATC designs. Let's pull this off. All right, so here's my journal. And what you do is you put things in here, and then you'll eventually do art around them. And I got this, started doing this by watching Miss Dee Dee Willingham, bless her heart. Let's see, I got a few blank pages. This is vinyl tape. I got some vinyl tape here too. Let's separate these pages. Got some pages here at the back. Let's see what I want to go to that elephant one. I think he's on the very bottom. Mr. Elephant. Let's just flip it over. There we go. I think I'll put him right here. And he's just barely going to fit. I'll put them right out to the edge, I think. I might have to trim this guy a little. Get my Medicare book out that I'm using as a, what I did with that. We'll use this Shop Local magazine as a glue book. A glue backing here. Whoops. So what are you all up to? Are you ready for autumn? Are you ready for the summer months to end? I'm not sure I'm looking forward to it, but I'll tell you, that beats the cold weather, doesn't it? I mean the hot weather. It beats the hot Let's see if I can't get this as straight as possible up here. There we go. Now I have a black piece that I can put in here. Yeah, I was pretty busy yesterday. I planted my little mums that I bought. I want to get some more, but they'll probably be sold out by the time I get back up there. And put something in there. Maybe a post-it note thing. Will that fit on there? Almost. I guess I should probably cut it first. Things don't have to be perfect here. I'm just putting things in. Oh, I don't want it to cover up my jumble. I need to cut this a little bit more. Well, it's so sticky, it's sticking to my fingers. Ha! There we go. There's Jumbo the elephant. Now let's go to some of these pages that need pictures. And see what I have here. It looks like this guy's falling off of the table or something. I've got better pictures than that. Let's see what's in here. That's the John Philip Sousa. I like this one. Let's go for these. that'll go good up there. And then this one. Well, this one might go better there, and this one up here. Now let's get my little scissors for the fussy cutting in here. A little white around her head, but that doesn't matter. That'll help it show up a little. I think I'll do that on the others too, so it looks intentional. Just about done. There we go. Actually, I think I'll bring this down a little. Maybe way down. Put this one here. Okay. I need my blue book. Wherever I put that. Where'd that go off to? Oh. Where'd I put it? I don't see it. Get my Medicare guide out. Oh. My Medicare, 2004 Medicare guide. I'm liking it. And we're going to put the other one over on this side. I think I'll kind of center that one. And there we go. There is that. Woohoo! Now, what do I have here? Scrap piece or... See, I'll save these for my paper shredding. I think I'll get a sack out for paper shred scraps. I got one out in the living room by my recliner. I'll have to combine the two. Okay. That's another one. Oh, there's my blue book. Now we'll put this one down here. All right, let's see what's next here. Let's see what I have. I got the Bicycle Man. I got this one that I liked, and the Bicycle Man. We've got this one. And these. I guess that, oh, we got the brain. I'm going to put these back for now. Crap. This one's cool. Jenny Lynn. Yeah, I don't care who she is. Okay. We got these two. And this one. Nellie Bly. Game of Around the World. And we've got these. Let's do the brain game. I think I'll use my little scissors to get this. There he is. Now, this appears to be some boats on a shore. I don't know, it's not a very good photograph, but it could make a nice background. So I think I'm going to save it. Actually, I kind of like the little, and it would only be taking this. It's kind of a little picture of a man and a woman. I'm going to cut this. I put that on my snippet rows. Now we have these. I'm really debating. I like this one, but I have all these others. If I cut this one here, how much do I cut off? Quite a bit. Now, let's see what I have left over here. Oh, we got quite a few left. This one's really faint. That's okay. Got the strong man. And I'll just cut this one light. And maybe I'll just save this as an odd piece. Might go someplace. Now, fads and fashions. This was marking a section in this book. And they've got these pictures on a background of people in the background. And I think I'll leave it like that. And won't try to cut her out. Stuck on my scissors. There we go. The Latest Rage. Chapter 1. I'll cut it like this. And I'll just leave that and that. Now, get my scrap bag out. Where did he go to? Behind me here. And these will all go in my paper making project. Now, let's see. Where am I going to put? Let's come out and look at chat. It is 7:11. Let's refresh my chat. Arlene put a, are you on Instagram? And Arlene says yes. And Arlene dropped a link to her Instagram page. She and Chaz are, Chaz says, oh, that sounds fun, into it, very pretty. What are you guys talking about? Chaz said, I saw a real cool technique. Actually, I realized it wasn't a jelly. She used goopy thick hand sanitizer, spread it around, and then dropped various colors of alcohol ink, and then smushed the paper. Ooh, that sounds pretty. And Chaz is going to send the link to Arlene. Arlene says, I moderate a mixed media group. I can start sending you the replay link if you like, but I think the time zone thing would have you sleeping during the live. Dar says, Heidi. Oh, hi, Heidi. Welcome in. Heidi, it's a big book, like a coffee table book. It's Our Glorious Century. It was a Reader's Digest book. I'm cutting out images for my Paste-to-Page journal. I might put some of those on this page. Welcome in, Heidi. It's good to see you. I like the no rules approach, Chaz said. Arlene says, Chaz, I do. I'm not really good at it, but it's fun. I do it anyway. What is she saying? Arlene, yes, I do. Do you do the jelly plate? I'm not very good at it either. My jelly plate is over in the corner out of the way. Jen says, I like the lady in the white with the huge hat. I think that was back when I was cutting out those other images. Arlene says, Chaz, do you like doing mixed media? Arlene and Chaz are talking about mixed media techniques. Chaz says, I like doing backgrounds. They're saying good morning to Heidi. Good morning, Heidi. Heidi, good morning, good morning. Oh, there's Marilyn. Marilyn's homestead. Good morning, Marilyn. She says, I'm making foam stamps for my ATC backgrounds. What a great idea. Foam stamps. I'm going to carve. I want to carve a lacy pumpkin. That'll be the Halloween one. And then the fall one, I want to do a gourd birdhouse. And that'll be the fall one. Chaz says, I'm just watching. Is anyone crafting this morning? Chaz says, nope, I'm just watching. Whoops. And they demonstrate all different kinds. Chaz, do you do die cutting machines? If you do, the die cutting machines go on sale often. I'll give it a try. Would have torn that. Yeah. Sometimes I tear, sometimes I cut. I would have given that up now. I think she was talking about this one. No, the one with the lady in the moon. Yeah. There's Marilyn. She says, good morning, all. Arlene says, Chaz, do you have access to scrapbook.com there? Okay, I'll have a look at those. I thought maybe the little ones. Blah, la, la. Some people prefer little ones, but I don't want to have more than one. This one does everything I need. They're talking about die cutters. Arlene says she loves making cards. Chaz says, I'm not looking forward to summer. Yeah, our summer is going to hit Australia. She's not looking. We had a really hot July and August. It's starting to cool off a little now. I got to go get my car license today. I've been putting it off. Saying hello to Dar. Linda was in here earlier. And I can't go on any further. Let's go down to the bottom. Okay. I think I've covered chat. Let's see. Whoops, I got out of it. What did I do here? There we go. Let's see where I'm going to put these. I think this was the one that was really intricate. I have this. No, let's go to a different page. I don't know about that. Kind of like that. This page, I think I'm going to leave it alone. I like it. Why mess up something you like? I think this was tissue paper that was sent to me, because this is not my collage. I think this was a piece of tissue paper. I might put a black, some of that vinyl ribbon around it. I kind of like this lady here. I got a little gap in there that I could probably paint that. What do I want? There's the lady in the white hat I think she was talking about. That might go good. Go good in there. I don't have to fill up every space on the page. I think I'll just do that. Maybe here's that odd one that I said might find a space, and I think it just did. think I'll leave those just like that. Now I'll get down here to my glue book. Let's flip the page. Let's do this one. I haven't got all the sleep out of my eye yet. I was up at 3:30 this morning. Actually, I woke up before my alarm went off. My brother was up puttering around. I think he woke me up. He gets up early in the morning and then he'll putter around, then he'll go back to bed. Whoops. I forgot that was cut there. Right in here. What do I do with my towel? There goes my scissors, I think. Let me get them. Some scraps on the floor. Let me put them in the scrap bag. Now my chair is going to run over. Has already run over it. Ah! Get off. I'm going to have to get the chair off my scrap bag. Oh. Good thing you can't see what I'm doing here. Put that chair on my toe. Oh. I'm okay. I'm okay. I was gonna press this down a little. Now let's do this one. I think I'll put it, no, yeah. Cut this off a little. Put it right there. Can't see the edge of the... Actually, I like seeing those lines there. Let's put it up right there. Trim this off. That stuff sticks on my scissors. There we go. I kind of like that. Let's see what else we have here. It's getting to the point to where I can start doing some art. in here. Maybe if I trim this a little. Put that right in there. I like that. I'm not sold on those guys. What else do I have here? I have the lady in the white hat. Maybe right in there. And we have the brain. We have the strong man. And we have, I would love to put these two together. Although she might look good right in there. Okay. I think I like that. I'm not sure about this. Maybe if we move it more like that. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that layout. Let's do this one. I'm getting hungry. Oh, I made bacon sandwiches. We had bacon sandwiches and I cooked the bacon and I overcooked it. My poor brother, he doesn't like really crisp bacon. He likes his a little softer. He got overcooked bacon yesterday. He was not happy. Mine was worse than his. But I ate it because I didn't want to waste a whole pound of bacon. But I'm still hungry. Now we'll put her down. I'm debating whether I want her, do I want her even or do I want her up above? I think I like her better even. I think I like it like that. What time is it? 7:30, 7:21, 7:25. I can't. Almost 7:30. I want to work on my stamp designs. Okay. Let's do him first. I looked for these Pen Plus gears, the wide ones. I could see the school glue ones. I don't like the school glue ones. They had plenty of school glue. All the wide ones were gone at my Walmart. They'll come back, but I'm glad I grab these when I see them because I've learned from experience that if I like something, it'll disappear off the market. So I get them when I can. And that way with inks and, well, anything. Let's put her right down in here. And I think I'm liking this. I think I'm liking that page. I'm getting pretty much done in here. This is my first page. I need to start looking for some journal spots, maybe. I'm not done with the book. I'm done putting down the images. I'm not done. I'm getting done. Maybe. I want to work with that one. These men can go together. And maybe this one. And I'm the brain. I'll put that with the men. So do I want to put it on this page? And I'm not feeling it. Animals need to go on this page. There's some men in here. No. More advertising. Oh, I like it in here. I'm not sure. I'll remember that page. It might go on there. Now we're getting into the this is one of my favorite pages. Looking for a spot. Oh, maybe on this page. That right there. I think I'll just leave that like that, and we'll work around it. Yep, I think that's what I'll do. We're going to finish up what I have here, my little cuts here, and then we're going to get out my Society of Idea Collector and work on my card designs. I'm getting hungry. Can make me some breakfast. right there. And this one is going to go over here. I think I'll put it more like that. Flip that page. He's going right up here. The men on their bicycles. Whoops. And we're not going to get these out. I want my towel. I use a towel over here to do this because then I'm not, I'm not running my hand against the edges of the paper. I feel like I get a nicer ride. Whoops. Woo! I'm going to turn that fan toward me a little. Woo! It's warm in here. Alright. What do I have left? I have this one where the lady is, looks like the man is falling and the little boy is laughing and the lady is going, oopsie. I'm not sure what, looks like it was part of a play. That one was fun. That page was fun. This goes in here. I never did find my white owl. I never did find him. And ooh, maybe in here. That's a thought. And I'm back to the bottom. Ooh, maybe on this page. What do you guys think? It breaks up the design, but I do like it here. I don't know. I'll have to think. I like it just like this. I'm running out of yeah. She's coming up. Once you put some medium over this, I'll put some matte medium over them. That will keep them down. Kind of like it here with the big numbers. I might just save him if I can't find a... Oh, I like that. Kind of looks like the rest of his face. Shall I put him there? Those are the men. I think I like that. And this actually comes up like this. So I don't want to glue his nose down. I think I'll put him there. I think I will. I get rid of that. That was really, but it's on the back here. Oops, I don't want to do the nose. Yeah, I like that. And then you can lift it. Oops, I didn't mean to do the head up here. Put this over here for now. Yeah, I like that. Now I have my men. And that one. These are all men here. And I think I have a man page. Which one it is. Where's my man page? Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I'll make a man page. Let's go to the back. Let's make a man page. I guess that's it. That's fads and fashions. I need something in the background. I think I'll save these for, I think I'm done. I'll just save these for another day. So I'm really liking how this is coming along. And this is not the end of it. This is just putting in images. And then you come in later with paint and maybe journaling, whatever inspires you. Journaling will probably happen on these pages in here, especially on this one. So let's move on. Working it a little. I get to a certain point and I'm done for the day. I think I need to take these out. We'll put these in my paper shredder. They're taking up a good 1/4 inch of space, and I'm getting so many other things in there. Are they gonna be stubborn? So go in my paper shredding project, my paper making project. I need to get out that paper shredder and start shredding. I've been collecting. Wow. Not coming. It says no. This will give me more room in here. Boy. Probably trying to do too many at once. Yeah. It's sticking out here. There we go. All right. Let's put all these in my scrap bag. I won't put these in the shredder. These will I'll sit there and rip them in little pieces. And what you do is you blend them in your blender. And they make a slurry. I'll just keep that in here. Alrighty. So this is my paste-a-page. Put these in here. And I'll just keep that there. Am I done? No, those are... Okay. I'll come out and look at chat here. Kind of messed up here. this in here. Put it like that. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Move on, Mary, move on. I gotta reach over here for my Society of Idea Collector magazine. I'm reaching, and Society of Idea Collector. And what I'm going for is pumpkin, and that's my ego. So here's where I am. And I don't really, this one is the closest to what I like, but I'd like to have it a little bigger. And I was playing with putting in, these are just the shapes here. Oh, this one's not bad, but I don't like that shape. So, this is not the spiral bound, Mary. I have a sample ATC that I've been marking around. One of these is good and one of them's bad. That's good. That's good. The bad one must be over here. Yeah. And he might go if I try to persuade him. We'll use him for the outline. I'm wondering if I can revive that with some alcohol. I didn't get the cap on him. I like my Tombow markers. This is a Tombow. I buy them at Walmart, and that's another thing I grab. Every time I go shopping at Walmart now, I grab a package of Tombow markers because I'm afraid they'll quit selling them. And I like to get them retail. I can get them retail at Hobby Lobby, and I can order them online. But it's nice just to grab a couple when I go shopping, and then I have them. And I like to write with them. And I'm going to do both these pages with ATCs because I'm going to work on my pumpkin, and I want to start on the gourd birdhouse. Which really, a birdhouse is more of a spring theme, but if you put fall leaves and that around it, should be enough. Hopefully out of all of these, I'll get a design that I like. Let's come out and look at chat. Heidi says, good morning. Who? Mina's here. Hold on. Angie says, I started this craft community in 2017, a year after my dad passed away, about 9 years ago. Oh, well, welcome in, Angie. It's good to see you. Heidi says, you were asking about Meri's book that she's using. I found one on Amazon. Let's click that. Oh, here it is. Our Glorious Century. It's a Reader's Digest book. Has a lot of really cool pictures in it. Whoops, I got out of it. Did I get there? No, hold on. I don't want to create any group. Thank you for sharing that link, Heidi. Let's go back. I want to see how much it is. It is used. Oh, a hardcover. A hardcover is only $10, which surprised me. Oh, a hardcover is used at $9, $10. I don't know what it is new. Whoops. $11? No, that's another one. But anyway, there it is. Books. Thank you for sharing the link, Heidi. Heidi says, thanks, chat. Dara's here. Joyce is here. Hi, Joyce. Mina, I need to check something. I'll be right back. Mina's here this morning. Mina said, I wrote that Holly had passed away sometime on Saturday. Holly. Is that a different Holly? If you're not talking about Holly Dalton. Oh, yeah. I checked my journal. I dated entry for February 14th. I don't know what they're talking about. Lala, I wish I could search my own playlist. You know, I saved the video, but I can't recall the folder, Chaz says. Joy says, sometimes Facebook tells you how long you've been friends with someone. Chaz says, it would be good if we could see our profile data. I like what date you joined a channel. Yeah, well, sometimes the problem is sometimes if you don't watch a channel for a while, they unsubscribe you. Joy said, maybe 2021. Arlene says, I used to make paper from scraps, but then a decal frame broke, and I decided that I didn't love the process enough to buy another one. I'm going to use a picture frame for my decal frame. I want to see how it goes. Angie says she loves making cards. Angie says, Arlene, yes, I do. Angie, do you still make cards? And she says, yes, I do. There's Lala. Welcome in, Lala. It's good to see you. I hope you're feeling well. Angie says, Lala, yes, you all are. I love each of you. I say that because I mean it, and we never know when the good Lord is going to take one of us. And then we won't get to say love you, my friend. It was at least a year before Holly passed away. Does anybody remember what that year was? I remember Holly passing away, but I don't remember the year. I think that's what Mina was referring to down here in October. She said she'd check on something. Yeah, Holly Dalton. Lola says thank you. Let's go up to the top. Angie says, I forgot how I came to Meri's channel, but I'm glad I did. And we became close for her to put up with me. Oh, I put up with you. I love you, Angie. I think you probably found me from Keisha's channel. That's what I remember finding you. All right, so I'm on pumpkin designs, and what I've been doing is taking Post-it notes. So here I got a pumpkin leaf. This is a round pumpkin. This is a tall pumpkin, and these are two little short flat ones. They're usually white. But I want to do a lacy pumpkin, but I'd like them a little bigger, and that's what I was trying for here. Let's just go for it here. And can you guys see? I'm not on my red dot. I'm going to get on my red dot. All right. So let's try a big pumpkin. Looks like a pepper. So maybe I'll round him a little. And ignore this. And I'll just put it around like that. And then I want this going on in here. Now, I want to go for the lacy look. And I was doing this flower down here, but he's too big. What I need to do is practice some lace. What did I do with my yellow one? I kind of like the largeness of this. Let's practice some lace. And then I think what I did is I just Googled lace. I want a lacy one. And get my password here. Never get it right the first time. Never get it right. I was right. I looked at it. Sometimes I think it likes to. There we go. So now I'm just going to go to and type in lace. Go and images. Ooh. 12 lace pieces. We'll come back to that. Let's look at this one. Walmart. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Floats. Don't float. And it do. Didn't save it. And then maybe I got out of it. There it is. I kind of like this going on in here. Let's try something like this just for practice. That would be easy to carve. So, do I want, here's what you always have to ask. The white lines I'm cutting out, the black lines I'm leaving. But when I do it on here, I have to go like this. Now that's going to be entirely too big. So let's, instead of doing it that way, let's just draw it. And say the black lines are what I'm going to, the black lines are what I'm going to carve out. And still that's going to be too big. I want it too small to fit in here. And that whole flower is going to have to fit in there, so I'm going to have to make it really tiny. I think I see what they were doing, but I'm not sure. I guess I could say I'm getting inspired by their design. And I don't know, you guys probably aren't seeing this very well. Let's go do a different pattern here. Hardly see that one. Ooh, that's pretty too. I like that. I can get a screenshot of it. So this one looks like it's got a little circle here. I know I'm doing this awful small, but I have to do it small so it'll fit on my pumpkin. I like that motif, and I like this one here. And it has a circle and an X and an oval. And it has some little lines coming like this. Might have to refine this a little, but and then it has another. And if you see between these motifs, there's some little stitch lines in there like that connect it like this. Let's put a circle around that. And this is very simple up here. It comes like this, maybe two of them. And then there's now remember what I'm doing in black is what's going to be carved out. And it has lines going this way. Not sure. I'm not sure about any of this. Let's go back to my that's pretty. It's awful intricate though. But it's got those leaves. Let's get another. Drawing lace. We're drawing lace today. I'm liking the leaf patterns here. So it would come like this. And you would do some little things like that. Now remember, this is all white. The the negative space in here is what would stay, and the black lines are what you carve out. It's reversed. Something like this. And then that just keeps going. I'm just getting ideas. This looks like fall. And I like what's going on in there. They're kind of like round shapes like that, coming around like this. Another one there comes around. Then it's got all these little thread backgrounds in here. Little net things as fillers. That would be very interesting to carve. It'd take me a while even on but I'm kind of liking this. Now if we went ahead and put in something like this, maybe in here. And maybe repeat. So what else they have in here? Not like that one, but this one up here. And then it has a round shape. Whoops. Around it. And then I still have all these little net things in there. All these little fillers. And then maybe make these really dark. I'm getting to the bottom of it. Let's pull my lace over on the next page where I can see where I'm going. These are just practice lace pieces. I'm liking what's happening here. I'll make these really dark. And then I got little thin lines in here. And what do we want in here? Little, I don't know if I could do little circles with my, my carving blade. Might be able to imitate circles like that. Let's put a circle around this. Put circles in here. It might be kind of hard to do, but we'll draw it. And we still have these little lines. Now we need something in there. Let's go back to my... what I did there. Jump back in. I must have saved it. Let's go back and do lace. Here it is. And then inside of these little netting things, they have dots in there. So every now and then there would be a dot. That's beginning to look lacy to me. It might take a while to carve it. But it won't be this big. It'll be fitting in this pumpkin. Let's take this pumpkin and put it over here. So I kind of like the idea of doing this in here. This might change. Instead of doing circles, I might do something like a rope, like that. We could also do some vertical lines in there. Make these dark. Not sure I like that, but it's there. And once you get started on this, doing this like this, it really won't take that much time. We need another flower or something in here. Maybe make it like I don't know about this. I'm just playing at this point, trying to get some lacy looks in here. I don't like let's do this. I don't like the idea of doing circles. They're hard to carve. I wish I had my printer working. I'd take a picture of this and cut it and put it in here. I could try it. I think I'm liking where this is going. I'm not sure about this. It's kind of standing in its own world. Maybe put a circle around this one. All right, well, that's a thought. I think I like the shape of this. Pumpkin. And then we could do that leaf. This leaf. Let's go over here. I'm going to do this leaf in here. Maybe he could fall on that like that, and then he needs to be. I'm not sure about this. He might need to be smaller. Let's color that in. Now I need to do something with the background there. Maybe just plain. Bring this around. No. I'm not sure about that area, and kind of got rid of him. I'm not sure about the leaf. Let's do this. Where's my little scissors? I don't like what I did, so I'm going to cut it out. In fact, I might use this as a pattern, because I think I like the shape of my pumpkin. I wish I could make him bigger than 3.5 by 2.5, I think is the size of an ATC. But I'm liking where my pumpkin is going. Come on, Meri. Get that little piece out of there. Let's do go back over here. Let's do another pumpkin. Where's my... This is going to be a pattern. I got the shape of the pumpkin, I just don't know if I can get the leaf in there. We might put a leaf in here. Now, just give me a minute here. I want a little piece of tape. You really want to keep your carving simple. This might be too intricate, but lace is intricate. Is this the pen I was using? Yeah. Something like that. All right. We'll just play keep playing with it until I feel like I have it. See, I wish I could put this in here. But let's just draw some lace in here. Let's start with this one down here. And I don't know if you guys are seeing it. Again, and where I'm carving here will be white lines. This will be dark. I might have to, well, if it's a stamp, this will be carved out, but this will be, the stem will be dark. But down here where it's dark, it will be white. I'll be carving these lines in. Here I won't carve this out. I'll leave this black. So this is kind of reversed from that. Now let's put a little kind of a roundy like that up in here. Something that it looks intricate, but I can do that with my knife blade. Now let's put a branch in there. I'm going to start putting some dark leafies. Maybe we need another little flower in here. I think I'm liking this. You just have to kind of practice. This will be dark, a really dark line. And of course this will go in the ATC. So when I was trying to put that leaf on there, I have more space up here to work with. Let's bring that up. Maybe put a flower on the edge here. There's some leaves in here. Now, no matter how you design it, it always turns out different once you've carved it. All right, now, I think that's good. Now let's put my little carved lines in here, the little fillers. That means these have to be really thick. know if I like that, but we'll leave it there for now. This almost gets lost. I could make him look like that, but we'll leave it now. I don't like this area. And these have to be really dark, wide lines. And that's hard to do with this pen. And then there are little dots all over in here. I think I'll leave it like that for now. Then I'm feeling like this needs to be, I'll try it, colored in. Something like that. It needs another one up in here. Oh, I have one up in there. There, something like that. Now, what I'm going to do, let's put this one here, like that. I'm liking that. And once I have this as a stamp, I don't like this area. Maybe I'll make him a flower. I don't like that either. But that's better than what it was. Once I have this as a stamp, I can adjust it because it's going off to the edge here. But this area in here is my ATC. I'm wanting to put that leaf in there. Let's do it with a pencil. Yeah. Maybe have a stem come over this way and another smaller leaf up in here. something like that. I'm not so sure about this leaf here, but I'm getting there. I could carve just the pumpkin and put him over the leaves, or put the leaves over him. I think I'm liking it. So I think I'll move on to the, we'll play with this some more. I think I'll move on to the gourd and sketch some gourds. Let's put this one over here. So this is playing with lace. I'm going to put lace play. Lace play. Lacy pumpkin. And this is my pumpkin pattern. Because I'll be taking this and doing this more. I think I'm getting ready to carve this. I have to think how I want to do it. Oh, let's play with some gourd birdhouses. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about gourd birdhouses. Let's go look at a couple online. Gourd birdhouse. Images. Oh, look at this one. It's already got design on it. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't want to copy theirs, but I could do something similar to my lace all around that gourd. And these are just, oh, these have some drawings on them too. Or is that, yeah, I think. Well, that might be natural. No, I think they drew on it. They just put spots and stuff around it. And the birdhouse. Oh, they put a butterfly on this one. That's cool. I like the idea of a butterfly on it. And some plants. All right, some ideas down here. Let's do it in pink. Lacy board butterfly. Put a butterfly in the lace. Most of them are just plain. Oh, look what they did there. They put the, where is it? They put dots on that one. What they did with that one's really intricate. Sunflower. I'm just jotting down some of the things that people have put on there. This is kind of a wildflower one. Wildflower. Got a hummingbird on one. I don't know if I can get a hummingbird on. Oh, that was the one to see. They made a thatched roof out of pine cones, petals. Thatched roof. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them here. Made little cottages. Most of them are just plain. Oh, owls! Look at the owl ones. Oh, I like that. Can't visit. That one's cool. Let's see if I can save this. Yeah. Owl. And we could do a gnome one. Maybe. Try to not copy theirs. I put a bird on this one. Oh, look at the owl ones. Those are really cool. Little cottage. Now mine's going to be carved, so mine will not look like these, but I'm getting ideas of things that they put on their gourds. Now I should probably just do, rather than this, just do gourds. Gourds, so I can get the shapes of gourds. And let's go to images. Oh, here's one that shows all the shapes. It's too small for me though. Here's some larger pictures. Come on. Mary's not happy with. They're showing some of the images here. Well, it looks like just a regular. Here. I'm going to do some gourd shapes. So. And of course, they already put the hole in there. So I just want to do some shapes. So there's one shape we could use. Let's see what else is in here. There's the long and tall one. Let's make it. Like that. Yeah, a little. Let's put a wide hole in there. I might do several here. That's the one I cut. I got designs on them. Here. Oh. I'm thinking more one like that, which kind of like this, but let's do the little thing at the top and something like that. Only this needs to be a little more. Let's just do a regular. These have really long handles, and then they kind of have a cap to them, and then they bulge out like that, and then they come into a big round, something like that. I got more than one sheet here. Where's the Santa Claus one? Some of them look like pumpkins here. I'm not going to do the little flat ones. Well, this one's got a fat top. He's got a fat top, and it comes down and like that. And I like this one too. If you're going to put a design on it, to kind of think about the shape. I like this one where it's just got a little bit of a top to it, and then it gets fat. Like that. Here's another one where the tops are fat. Let's do that again. So I'm looking at this one where he's got a kind of a fat top and a narrow neck, and then he comes out in a round bottom. Something like that. This is how I think of a gourd, like this, but it looks more like a butternut squash or something like this, but I think that's too narrow. But I like the bend. I like the bend, and maybe if I made him fatter. And this is one I notice he's bending this way. On all the others, the bend is going like this. This one's different. I've only got 2 more examples. Let's put this up further so I can see what I'm doing. So he kind of comes like this. And then this one is narrow, but I think I'll make him fatter. Make him more like that. Or I have more paper here. I could make him fatter yet. I kind of like this one. And he has a little, maybe a little knob up there. I like this one, I think. I like this one too. Got one more that I'm going to do, and then I'm going to have to pick. There's some small boards. Look at this one. I like that. It almost looks like this. I wouldn't, he needs to be a fatter body. This one. I kind of like that shape. I was seeing if I don't really have. Oh, look at this one. Let's do that one. He comes like this. And he has almost like a goose. He's almost like a swan. He comes like this, and then he comes, and he's got a fat tummy. He's around like that, and then he's fat over in here. I kind of like that one too. So it's between these two. Maybe if I took this one and I reversed it like that. Now, I kind of like this one. I like them all. This one looks more like a gourd that you would, you know, it has plenty of design space on it. This looks like one of those plain ones. And they already put a hole in it. But I'm going for this one, I think. So, and then these are examples of things that I can put on a gourd. Where am I going to put that? Under one of these. But I'm liking this. So I think I'm going to cut this shape out. And then we're going to, well, examples of things like a butterfly, lace, a sunflower. Let's cut this one out. This is the one I'm liking. Where's my little scissors? Did they fall too? Oh, here they are. Where's the one I was going to cut out? What'd I do with it? And see, I could put him backwards too, and see how I like him backwards. And this will be a pattern. I kind of like this one up here too. Now these are designs for stamps. I'm liking this. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna put this one on top. Because I wanna see, once you cut it out and put it on your ATC, you've got space around it. I could do them different ways, you know. You could do it like that, you know, angle it kind of, and put something in there, leaves in there, or grasses. You could just set it upright. You can turn it this way and angle it that way. And you could do more than one. You could do some little ones in here. But I'm not sure I want to carve a little one. This is just for the stamp carving. I could carve, I kind of like in this one, maybe if I put a top to it somehow. I don't have to do just one. This would be a simple carve. Well, depending on what I put on it. See, and we could put the hole right in here. And then we could play around with what do we want to put on it. And then we can take this. Let's take this and put it over here. And turn it the other way. I like the idea of maybe putting some sunflowers on it. I got this on there. He doesn't want to come up. Come off of there. He is on there good. I'm going to put it the other way. I got my phone. I gotta watch my time. What time is it? 9:15. Oh no, I need to stop. This is Thursday. I think Paint Girly comes on. Hopefully she's on. I don't see her here. Hopefully she went ahead and came on. I need to say goodbye to you guys. I'm going over my time. I go until 9 o'clock. So I want to thank you all for coming in, and we'll work with this again tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye. I gotta get up here to turn off my phone. Bye, everybody.